Good evening, guys. It's working, bringing you a quick update on Bitcoin and EOS. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. We're looking at EOS, or excuse me, we're starting off with Bitcoin. Looking at Bitcoin to the US dollar, 4-hour chart on Bitfinex, guys. And last time we spoke, guys, I told you that there was a chance that EOS might end up breaking down. We were operating with, or excuse me, the Bitcoin. Sorry, guys, can't get my story straight. Bitcoin might end up breaking down. We were operating within this wedge. In fact, if I break up, or if I pull up yesterday's chart, pull it up here, guys. I told you we were operating this wedge. I wouldn't be surprised to see price come back down based on this ascending resistance line, or excuse me, ascending wedge that we were seeing, and we were also seeing some bearish divergence. So if we fast forward to today, what do we have, guys? We saw that from this wedge, price broke up briefly, was rejected strongly into this above this 6540 zone. As I told you guys many times, we have to break above decisively 6540. We keep breaking above and getting a strong rejection. Wick. This time was the strongest, the deepest we've been able to penetrate that zone, guys. We actually had a 4-hour candle open and close at the body within that zone. That's a good bullish sign that we were to take out some of these sell orders. But what we have to take out is this prior high here of 6640. If we can take out 6640, guys, that's going to be a very very bullish sign. And at that point, I think it'll be a very quick rise to possibly 7,000. In my opinion, 7,000 is going to be a very strong resistance, guys. There's a lot of sell orders right here. As you can see, it's a very strong supply zone. Price does end up coming up there, guys. I would expect a very strong rejection. It needs to, at least initially, and then coming back up and testing it. If we can break above 7100, guys, I will start to believe that we can test that 8500 resistance, which was the prior high. For now, looking to the downside, guys, the bottom of this wedge is remaining intact. In other words, the bottom of this ascending support that I pointed out yesterday has been intact, guys. Came down, bounced off it quite a few times. As I showed you, price did end up breaking down. As I warned you yesterday, it might. We broke down. We got this bounce off of that ascending support line, guys. So that's a bullish sign that this is holding. If the support does hold, guys, I'll remain bullish in the short term. Like I said, guys, we need to break above 6540 decisively. If we do end up testing it again, based on how deep this wick was able to penetrate this supply zone up here, if we do end up testing this zone again, I do believe there's a very good chance that we can take out this high. Because this, as I said, guys, these two candles here really took out a lot of these sell orders. So I think if it comes up, we're going to possibly end up breaking through at that point. If we do end up breaking below this ascending support, I think 6280 has to hold. If 6280 does break down, guys, it's going to be a very quick drop to 6100. At that point, I'm not sure how well 6100 will hold. If that does break, guys, then we're going to be watching this demand zone down here, a very small demand zone, very weak demand zone, but I do believe it'll hold at least initially between 5963 and 6000, 6,000 and 5963, guys. I do believe that would be the bottom, at least in the next 24 hours. I don't believe that'll break in the next 24 hours if we do end up breaking down. And I'm not saying that is even going to test, guys. I'm just saying that is a possibility, and that is the zone to watch out for. And if you did want to play a bounce, that would be the zone I'd be looking to play. I'd be looking to catch the drop down in that zone somewhere for a quick swing trade. And I would very quick swing trade. I'd buy down in this zone, and I'd get out right around 6280 if that does happen. As I said, to the upside, guys, we need to take out the top of this supply zone above 6540 and take out the prior high of this wick at 6640. If we head over here to EOS, guys, EOS has been following us on the 4-hour chart. I pointed out yesterday, I told you that the high would likely be 5.50. We did reach up above that at 5.65, and then we ended up breaking down. I was hoping to get a little more extended. If we look at this from an Elliott perspective, guys, EOS has been following a very, I kind of switch back and forth. I'm not always looking at the Elliott perspective, guys, because oftentimes in crypto, unless you have a clear trend, which we haven't had, Elliott doesn't work out very well. However, as I told you guys for the last couple days, the EOS was following a perfect perfect Elliott wave. We had 5 perfect waves up, a perfect ABC correction, and now we have 5 perfect waves up again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, very kind of a shortened 3 there. I would have expected it to be a lot longer, but all wave 3 it just can't be the shortest wave, and it's not. Wave 5 was rather short as well. Wave 5 found its top somewhere around 5.66. I told you guys in yesterday's update on EOS that it would likely, let's see, where did I find that? Let me find it here, guys, just real quick. I told you that would no, I'll have to bring it up later. By the way, guys, if you haven't checked out Tim, please go check out Tim, guys. It's an excellent site. And anyway, you can find it at the bottom of all my posts. I highly recommend heading over there. It is a Steam-based platform, and it's very geared towards investors, not just seasoned investors, guys, but guys that are just getting into it. Just anybody that's interested in crypto or stocks or anything else. If you trade anything, guys, head over to Tim. Anyway, all right. So we had 5 clear waves up. I get nothing for saying that, by the way. I'm just an analyst over there, but it is a great site. I really believe in their project. And we have we have a nice, perfect ABC correction down. I do believe that if this is all correct, guys, that the bottom is in. That is a very logical place to find bottom. If we go swing low, swing high. There we go, swing low, swing high. What do we got? The body hit perfectly, almost perfectly off the 618 fib. We can see that we wicked just through the 6.5 on the golden pocket, or wicked just through the golden pocket, guys, but was very quickly rejected. So that's a very technical, very perfect bounce. If that is in fact going to be the case, guys, if this is in fact an accurate count, which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't as of yet, it's still very valid. Then we would be in the beginning of 5 waves up. What I'm going to be watching out for, guys, is clearly this is a decent, excuse me, guys, I had to clear my throat there. Decent supply zone right here between between 5.48 and 5.38 between this zone, guys. If we can clear that zone, obviously it's going to be a lot of there will be a lot of resistance in that area, but if we can clear that area, guys, the next point, I believe it'll be a very quick rise. The next point we'll need to take out is this prior high of the top of wave 5 at 5.66, or excuse me, 5.65. If we can take out 5.65, guys, what we're going to be watching very, very closely is this massive descending resistance line that's been in place for I think it's been 2 months now. I'll have to go back and check it, but it's been in place for quite a long time, tested many, many times. And if we can break above this descending resistance line, guys, I'm going to start getting extremely bullish on EOS. At that point, we're going to need to take out this zone here between 6.90 and 7.00. I do expect that to be a strong resistance as well. We also have another descending resistance line here that will have to be taken out. But in the short term, if we can take out this descending resistance line, guys, I think that's going to get rid of a lot of resistance. And at that point, I think EOS has a very good chance of continuing to snowball this little bull run that it's been on so far. To the downside, guys, we're going to need to watch this support at 4.91. Obviously, it wicked through it, but it was immediately rejected a couple different times. The zone that I'm going to be watching to the downside, guys, obviously this 4.91, if that does break, we do have a little supply zone right here between 4.47 and 4.82. If that does break down, guys, then we're going to be watching this 4.57 once again. So that, in my opinion, the 4.57 for today is going to be the max downside, but it doesn't even look like we're going to get there as of yet, but anything can happen. Looking on the daily, or excuse me, let's go to the daily RSI. Looking at the daily RSI, I pointed out yesterday this descending resistance line. I said we had to get past it. We can see it came up, tested it, was very strongly rejected. If we can break above this descending resistance line on the daily chart, guys, that's going to be an extremely bullish indication and shift momentum, in my opinion, into the Bulls' favor. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it there, guys. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, please let me know in the comment section below. As always, I do appreciate an upvote or a resteem or a like, depending on where you're viewing these charts, guys. Just lets me know you want me to continue doing these videos. And until next time, guys, please trade safe. This is Working, signing out.